as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it?
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gun.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Mike 50. Now watch it. We're going to 54. Why in? Big Ed. 26.
On second down, McCaffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
42-yard line.
Here we go. 6, right there. 56. I got it. Watch safety creeping. Here we go. Go to 54. Line in. Hey, watch the ship. 26.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Here's McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
At the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Kill. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check 9. Watch it. Shit. We're going to 53. Shit. Hey, kill. Max 50. Watch the run. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
What's left? Check the out. Mike, 0-0. No chance. Switch.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Check, 15. Check, right 54. Let's go, dude.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Wilson finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
4th down, here's Wilson. It's caught, Shepard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good for a giant first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
380. Run left. Watch the twist. 25.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And this one's incomplete. That is first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, 46. The mark, boys, 56. Check, 56. Here it comes, here it comes. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. 26.
McCaffrey. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Giants 3.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Here we go, 46.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he finds a man, it's McCaffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning to an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, come. 26.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. 8 yards there and a 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Under 47.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right.
Go, go, go.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's where you belong.
This is McCaffrey. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hey, check. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Mike 54. Coming to you, coming to you. Mike 54, Mike 54, Mike 54.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll go special. Watch the slack. Watch this at the 6. Pull it. Now. Kill. Check. Alert. 54's Mike.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
You go tight. You got tight right there. Hey, switch gears.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to Slayton. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
There we go, kill. We're going to 54. Why?
Throwing on 2nd down, Prescott. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Say. Kill. 47. Check 45 the mic. Check 45 the mic. X3. 26.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
He's crashing. He's 47. 45 the mic. 47. Let's go. Bravo. 45 Mike. 45. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Dexter Lawrence. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, as time expires in the first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up. Losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
And it's third down.
What? 280. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And this is caught off a deflection. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
The Cowboys take over.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 24-yard line.
Mike 56. Mike 56. They're not ready for this.
We're going to 53.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Shift! Watch the shift! Check! Check! Check!
Rotate! Lucky!
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, pick your game up! Shift! Watch twist!
Kill!
Check!
Go! Get out there!
Motion! 56.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Prescott from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
380! 25.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Good.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch the curl.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. He'll get this out wide to Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Open man right side is Ingram.
Wilson's pass.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. He finds Taylor, complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Took right.
On first down, Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Giants 17.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Hey, kill.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what he needed. For the first down with a gain of 2.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47.
Check three. Whip.
We're going to 54. Why in? 26.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. Wide 8.
Check 56. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Here we go. Going to 54. Wide 8. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide 8.
56.
26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott going to look deep for Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
380.
I'm coming after you.
Hey.
I'm coming after you. Why?
Give me that.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
On the ground, McCaffrey. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
They're going to try to jet sweep on 3rd and long. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Check. Watch the defense.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. He's going to go for a big play now. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
Under 10. Hey, kill.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check 56. It's our time. Watch the safety creep.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
We're going to 53.
56.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, New York.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's go. At the 30-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this